Hi everyone, this is Chris from A Bar Above, and today we're going to take a look at one of the biggest pests behind the bar. And I'm not talking about that bar back that sits around drinking all day and then falls asleep in a keg room, because that's its own little problem. What I'm actually talking about is fruit flies. So we'll take a look at some of the ways that we can eliminate or diminish the amount of fruit flies we have at our bar. So stay tuned. So the first couple things that you want to do to minimize the spread of fruit flies at your bar is to minimize some of the resources that they have. So fruit flies, just like every living thing on a planet, needs access to a couple different things. First of all, it needs food, it needs water, and it needs a safe place to lay its eggs and breed. So if we can minimize those three things, we're going to see a noticeable improvement in the spreading of fruit flies at our bar. So the first thing is food. So obviously fruit is one of the main forms of nutrition for fruit flies. Anything kind of syrupy and sweet, which explains why they're so attracted to bars. You know, this is alcohol, this is liqueurs, sodas, mixers, syrups, anything that has kind of a sugar component to it. Fruit flies are very, very attracted to that. So make sure that you have a clean environment that you're working in. You cover up all your garnishes for your shifts, and at the end of the night, you cover up all of the bottles you have, and put all your fruit away and make sure that your bar is super clean. So this is going to help with spreading, not spreading fruit flies. The next thing is make sure that your trash cans are all clean. So take them out, rinse them out, and make sure that they're empty at the end of the night. And also the last one is the bar mats that we all stand on, and to help to prevent leg fatigue. These bar mats just start to collect organic material after a while, and it's kind of disgusting if you look in between the little holes in them. But if you have the bar back or the cleaning company, take those out, rinse them off, and make sure that, you know, they at least get some attention every night or so. Then this is going to help to prevent fruit flies. Now the next thing is to limit their access to liquids. So make sure that you burn your ice at the end of the night. Not only that, but you want to make sure that your ice well is completely dry. So wiping it out and making sure it's dry is going to help to prevent the spread of fruit flies. The same thing goes with sink that you're working in. So if you have a dump sink next to your, you know, behind your bar, make sure that that is all clean. Make sure that your bar environment is all wiped up and nice and tidy and clean. And like we said, make sure all your fruit is put away. So this is going to go a long way to preventing fruit flies from spreading at your bar. Now the last thing is to limit the places where they can lay their eggs. So one of the biggest places, the first places that should get a lot of attention is your floor drains. So this is a great place for fruit flies because it has everything they need. It's a safe place to lay their eggs. It has water, and it has organic material typically. So this is a natural place to start with. So I've heard people putting bleach down their drains and vinegar and other things down their drains to kind of help, you know, eliminate the fruit fly problem. And the problem is, I was talking to a pest controller a couple of years ago, and he said that when fruit flies lay their eggs, there's typically a coating on the outside of the eggs that protect them from harsh chemicals like bleach and vinegar. So what he recommended was a lot of the pest companies will actually have something that you can put inside your drain. It's like a little ball almost, and then this helps to prevent fruit flies. The other thing is that there's foaming gels out there that you can put down your sink at the end of the night. They foam up, they disrupt that protective layer, and the fruit flies don't hatch overnight. So that's had a lot of success with controlling fruit fly populations. Now there's one other product that has helped out behind our bars. And a couple of years ago, a bartender I worked with recommended a product called Hot Shots. And I've never heard of it before, but we put them up a couple different places in our bar, and we noticeably and immediately noticed a big difference in the fruit fly population. So basically all it is a little piece of plastic that has a scented material inside of it, and it helps to deter fruit flies from gathering in certain spots. So any place that you think is a natural breeding ground for fruit flies, or anywhere that you've noticed a large collection of fruit flies, put one of these down there, and it will really help to minimize the spread of fruit flies. So those are the biggest recommendations I have, and I'll link to all the products on our website, barabove.com. But at the end of the day, make sure that you work in a really clean environment for your bar. You limit all these things that we talked about, and there's a couple other tips that I've come across with certain degrees of success and failure. So I'm sure we've all tried the vinegar in a soap, and that never has worked for me. A couple of the things that I've seen recently that I'm going to give a try to, is the to-go container with a hole punched in the middle of it, a piece of fruit or honey water inside of it, and a couple small ventilation holes on top as well. And my understanding is you change this out every couple hours, and it will really help to kill the active fruit flies that you already have. So those are some of the other recommendations I have. Now, if you have some for us, I'd love to hear about it and get some feedback from you at abarbub.com. And in the future, we'll have some more videos over every subject matter you can think of bar related. But until then, I hope you have a great shift, and cheers. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Google+, or visit us at abarbub.com.